most of my police experiences have been horrible. So I'm afraid of the police. I don't care where I've gone.
And yet you're talking this way right in front of a police officer here. Why?
Because she has given me reason not to be afraid of her. She has made me comfortable in her presence.
How long did she? How did she win that trust? And how long did it take?
First of all, she's willing to listen.
She's what?
She's willing to listen, and that's a big part of police interaction. When you get to a scene, find out what's going on. Don't just assume because of what we look like. And that's one of my biggest problems.
And how long did it take you to kind of feel that comfort level?
2 days.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't take long for me. You know what I mean? I'm willing to give you the opportunity. You can say 1 or 2 words that will make me comfortable with you. But give me the opportunity to get comfortable with you. When I see them and they're there, sometimes I'm scared of them.
Am I right on that?
Until, you know, we have some kind of dialogue or something to let me know that I shouldn't be afraid of.
And you said she's a calm officer for a calm community, and
she's very calm.
That's kind of the right.
Wants to, if it's an escalated situation, she's gonna have a calm approach to calm you down, so that she can find out what's going on.
Because you know what,
and address the situation properly.
It happened to me yesterday. I was frustrated. My neighbor upset me, and Officer Diaz just happened to come down the street, and she came to me calm. She said, "Georgia, just calm down. Calm down. You need to calm all the way down first." That's what she said. And I literally had to calm down. She calmed me down because I was at a rage. I probably would have did something that I would regret today. You know, I've been going through a lot lately, and I think it's a lot of my depression or whatever, you know, I'm going through. I lost someone I love so much, and I just buried him a couple weeks ago. But anyway, I was at a rage yesterday, and my god sister seen it when Officer Diaz came up. She calmed me all the way down. She didn't approach me and scream at me or anything. She just, "Georgia, just calm down." And so that's what I like about her. She's here to she assists the problem. How you say it? Assist it, and then she asks questions later. She find out. She get you calm, then she find out what's going on, so she can take care of the situation.
And I like that because per my experiences, whenever a police officer comes to a situation, everybody that's yelling is in handcuffs, and then they ask, "Well, what happened?" It's like, are you serious?
Is it you know?
In most situations, because when Officer Diaz approached the situation, my sister was yelling to the top of her lungs, very loud. Now, per my experiences,
She's your sister.
yeah, she's my god sister. Per my experiences, whenever a police officer approaches a situation where there's people yelling, they immediately handcuff those people and then try to find out what's going on. Officer Diaz didn't approach the situation that way. She simply calmed Miss Tina down. She calmed Miss Georgia down. And then they talked about it. I never saw a pair of handcuffs.
Is it kind of nice having a woman in that position? Have most of the people who have held her job been men, or?
No. I'm kind of compassionate for compassionate people. So she could have been a man.
Okay.
Her demeanor, period, is what makes me comfortable around her, and I've probably never ever in my life spoken this freely around a police officer. I'm serious.
Well, the camera's on. I'm sure the minute I leave, I'm kidding.
No, I think they're being honest with you. I mean,
yeah.
She, earlier she mentioned, her past experiences, and I agree. Your people are going to have negative experiences, and I don't police that way. If there's something where I feel my life is threatened, then I'm going to have to put people in handcuffs. But when I see someone and I can assess the situation and I know it's not a threatening situation, it's just a mother that's hysterical because their daughter is missing, or a homicide just happened and someone just died in front of them and they're hysterical, you have to have empathy.
Yeah.
And I think that's important. But you also, as officers, have to be safe. You can't you always have to have, you do have to have that wall because you don't know what can happen. So, you know, as an officer, it's a very hard situation because you do want to be empathetic, you do want to build that trust, but you also don't want to get yourself shot and killed because that happens.
But you're capable of kind of assessing a scene and
Absolutely.
sort of
I mean,
knowing.
there's times where I've gone, you know, to situations where it seems like it's calm, but you know where that hair stands behind your neck, it makes you a little uneasy. That's when you have to, maybe I need to put handcuffs on these people. And then, you know, then later you find out, you know, hey, everything's good, they were good, then you take it, hey, I apologize, I'm sorry, but explain to them why you did it and what was going on around you that made you feel you had to do that. And people appreciate that. I think when you explain to them why you do what you do, they appreciate it, even though you put them in the back of your patrol car or put handcuffs on them. But if you apologize and explain why you did what you did, and you know, they appreciate that.
Treat them like human beings.
Exactly. Exactly. Because us as human beings, we actually have a lot more understanding than we're given credit for. I completely agree with what she just said. Sometimes there are situations where you need to protect yourself. But I appreciate the fact that Officer Diaz will analyze the situation and then come to a conclusion with whether or not she needs to protect herself.